Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got a brand new flashlight that ThruNite sent me over to check out, and I think it's pretty cool. It has like a unique feature, I think, about it, and we're not going to delay. We're going to try to do this real quick. This is the BSS V4 in Desert Tan. BBS stands for Black Scout Survival, which is a pretty, unique company that does a lot of tactical kind of things. But let's get into this box. Let's unbox this thing, all right? So the claim to fame with this flashlight is the maximum output, of course, and then also it has a self-defense aspect of it. We're going to move the flashlight off to the side. I know I hate when people do that, but let's check out what the box has in it. We got a styrofoam little pad right here. We'll throw that out the way. Let's throw it out the way a little better. Let's throw it out the way. And in here we have, in this little bag, let's open it up. We have, it looks like a wrist strap in there for the flashlight. Pretty nice. And then we have a lot of, I'm not going to pull these out because they will probably go everywhere. These are the O-rings, extra USB caps. This is a USB regular USB rechargeable flashlight. So that's good that they stick some extra O-rings in there. You do have a clip that will go onto this flashlight so you can hook it up, put it in a bag, put it in your pocket. It's actually a little big, so I don't know about putting it in your pocket. I think it will find its way to my backpack or in a glove compartment. And then you have, we need to play with this. This is the red light lens for this right here. So we're gonna stick that off to the side. We're gonna get back to that. And then we also have a little sheath for it. So actually it's a good size sheath. You see how big that is? Little nylon sheath. It's got a belt loop and then actually a plastic D-ring here on the back. So maybe you want to clip it onto a backpack or something like that. Velcro. So that's pretty slick. We get the charging cord right here, regular USB, micro USB charging cord. And then we got books and stuff down here in the bottom. We're not gonna go through that, but let's pull this flashlight out. Ooh, yes. This is pretty damn nice. I like this. So, like I said, it's in this Desert Tan. I always like the way that ThruNite does their, the andization. I was like, they were gonna send me a flashlight, and I was like, hey, you gotta send me one with the colors. I like the ones they do with the colors. And what draws your attention to this flashlight from the jump is the bezel. This bezel is mean. It's a self-defense option. If something happens, last resort, this can act as a self-defense. But I would strap up my tennis shoes and run. That would be my first option, is to try to get away from whatever's happening. If you check it out, you got that Black Scout Survival little logo right there with the Indian Chief. BSS V4 ThruNite. So the functionality of this flashlight, we're gonna get into it. Man, it's just nicely machined all the way around. It's got a good size, even for my big hands. Look, I clicked the button. So for my big hands, it's definitely a good. Let's throw this stuff off to the side. So like I said, the maximum output of this flashlight is 2,523 lumens. That's for the maximum output. And we're going to get into that because with flashlights, it's always like it gives you the maximum for a while and then it cuts down a little bit. So the length on this thing right here is 5.7 inches. So it's not small. Like I said, it's not a pocket type of flashlight. And then it weighs 0.2 pounds. So a good weight. And let's check out some people always ask me, George, you gotta show the battery. That's like the most important thing. Excuse me, I don't do flashlight reviews too often, so I always forget. There you go. 3,100 mAh battery. You can replace it with an 18650 battery, which are pretty common right now. The 18650 batteries, they go in a lot of stuff. You got the O-ring that keeps this flashlight IP8 water resistant, so you can actually get this thing wet. Got your tail switch, and you also have the switch right here that I've been hitting all the time. So you can you can turn it on actually two ways. And in the back, you can see you have that lanyard hole. Nice little, nice little button on the back. Nice. I mean, it's just an overall good looking flashlight. And then they give you a nice little light when you turn it on. See that blue light when you turn it on. I don't want to flash it into the camera, but the self-defense option is the biggest thing on this flashlight. Now let's go through the modes. It's got 6 modes on it, and I'm gonna try to roll in some extra footage of me in use of this flashlight at those particular modes, and we'll talk about how long they'll last. So the first mode you get to is the Firefly mode, and that's actually 0.54 lumens, and that will last you 56 days. Now I use this just kind of, it's really, really light. I think the application for this would be maybe you're holed up, maybe in your tent, you just want a little bit of ambient light. That's the Firefly mode, because it's really light. It's almost too light to light a walkway. Now, when you get to the low mode is actually 133 lumens, and that will run on this flashlight with a fully charged battery for 56 hours. Now, the low mode is good enough for you to get into your door, light up a sidewalk. That's the kind of the application I would use for the low mode. Now, when you get to the medium mode, when you step up to the medium mode in this flashlight, you're actually 350 lumens, and that will last 4.5 hours on a full charge. That medium mode can throw. That's what I would use to maybe change a tire or something like that. So once you get onto the high mode, you get 14,026 lumens for 130 seconds. This is when it gets kind of like a little tricky with you. So you only get it for that, like, what is that? 136 seconds is like 2 minutes, a little bit over 2 minutes. Then it drops down to 634 lumens, and then you get that for 150 minutes. So then we have the turbo mode. So the turbo mode is actually 2,523 lumens, but it only lasts you 125 seconds. So what is that? Like 2 minutes and some change. Then it drops down to 614 lumens for 146 minutes. So then you get, nice, maybe 2 hours and something. So there's always, like, on these higher modes, there's always a drop down with these lumens. So the final mode that you get is the strobe, and the strobe is 1,200 lumens, and you get that for 210 minutes. That's a good amount of time. So I told y'all I was gonna go ahead and show you this red light lens. So I think you pull this out, you pull this off, you unscrew it like that. There you go. And then you can screw on your red light lens. Boom, there you go. And that's your red light. So for you guys doing the silhouette challenge, you got a red light, or if you just don't want to mess up your night vision, back here in the back you do have your USB plug right here. If I can pull it out, here it is right there. Yeah, so USB plug. I mean, this is a solid flashlight. The options that ThruNite has been putting out are all solid. I mean, they all work, they all function. I like it. I like it because of the price, because this is a highly capable flashlight, and you're getting it for $69.95, $70. You have, you charge it, you forget about it until you need it, or you put it in your bag and you use it every day, depending on where you live. I mean, it's getting into summertime now, but during the winter, these things are a lifesaver. I love having flashlights around me. I put one on my night side stand, so if something happens, I definitely can jump and grab one. This thing is very useful, and then you combine it with this mean ass bezel, and you got you a nice little alternative self-defense tool. So that's cool. Thank you very much, ThruNite, for sending this over. I look forward to them, sending me some more flashlights so I can check them out and share them with you guys. This one is very cool. I love the color of this. This is going in the collection. I'm starting me a little flashlight collection. Guys, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more content about, everyday carry, knives, backpacks, all that stuff, flashlights, flashlights. Just subscribe to the channel. If you got a question, leave it down there, like I said. And I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.